Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Denise Serrano. I'm a physician assistant at Juva Skin and Laser Center. And today I wanted to have a discussion on neurotoxins and dermal fillers for millennials. I love this title because it is true. Nobody ever wants to get wrinkles, and we want to stay young and rejuvenated forever. Okay, so these are my disclosures. I have no affiliation with any dermal filler or neurotoxin companies. And all the content in this presentation comes from my own personal experiences and knowledge. Okay, so we're going to quickly brush on the difference between Botox and fillers, which is right for me. So that's pretty much what the whole lecture is going to be about. But quickly, let's just review some of the similarities and differences between Botox and fillers. So Botox relaxes the muscles that causes wrinkling, while facial fillers enhance facial volume and shape. Botox removes fine lines and wrinkles. It helps with a condition called hyperhidrosis, which is another term for excessive sweating. While facial fillers remove laugh lines, they enhance the lip, they contour the face. Botox lasts on average 3 months, while facial fillers can last a few months to a few years. Okay, in more detail, what is Botox, quote unquote? So this diagram that we see on the left is a simplified version of what exactly Botox is. Now, the actual name for Botox is neurotoxin. What we see here in the yellow is a nerve, and on the purple is the muscle. And the neurotoxin is that fork-looking shape that we see on the right of the diagram. And what it's doing, it's actually breaking these small blue circles, which are projected into the muscle. And that whole mechanism is what causes your muscles to contract. If the Botox or the neurotoxin is inhibiting that action, then the muscle will be kept in a relaxed state. And now, what does that mean for wrinkles? If the protein is cut, the muscle is not contracting. If there's no contraction of the muscle, then there is no wrinkle formation, right? And that's what we care about. Okay, now that we're talking about wrinkles, let's discuss what the two main types of wrinkles are. So we have static and we have dynamic wrinkles. Static wrinkles are creases in the skin that are seen at rest without any movement, while dynamic wrinkles are wrinkles that are seen with facial expression and movement. These are wrinkles that are present and have been seen since we were children. So we want to prevent the wrinkles from turning into static wrinkles, because static wrinkles can be improved with neurotoxin, but they're difficult to be completely erased. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we try to start neurotoxin at an earlier age, because we want to prevent the formation of these static wrinkles. Okay, so what are the different types of quote-unquote Botox that we have? So we have 4 main types that are FDA approved in the US. These 4 types are Botox, Dysport, Xeomin, and Jeuveau. That is the newest neurotoxin that has recently come out on the market. Okay, so what you care about is, what is the difference between all 4 and why should I choose one over the other? And I'm going to dive into that now. So Botox is the conventional brand that a lot of people know about. It's the original. It is also the most studied neurotoxin, meaning there has been a lot of published medical literature to prove its efficacy. The second one is Dysport. It is second in line as the most studied. Dysport is well known to have more spread. It also has the most amount of toxin per nanogram. So what that means is that there's a higher dosage per volume that we're injecting. And it's also been known to kick in quickly. The third one is Xeomin. Xeomin is known as the most pure. What does that mean? When we have neurotoxin in a bottle, there's a lot of preservatives and extra proteins added to make that to make the neurotoxin work, essentially. But Xeomin has least amount of quote-unquote extra fluff seen. And why this is important is because if you have somebody that has been getting neurotoxin since they were 21 years old and now they're 40 and they feel like the neurotoxin is just not working as well, so their body has become resistant to it, they may have to switch up the brand that they're using in order for it to start working again. Xeomin has been known to not develop that sort of resistance. Xeomin is also highly comparable to Botox. And now the most recent one is the Jeuveau brand. It is, again, the newest one on the market, highly comparable to Botox, and some say that it does kick in quickly. But we don't have a whole ton of information on Jeuveau just yet. Dermal fillers vary by substance, and there are two main types of dermal fillers. There are hyaluronic acid fillers, and there are biostimulatory fillers. The most common fillers that we hear about are the hyaluronic acid fillers, and they vary with support, flexibility, and length of action. The uses of fillers are to restore loss of collagen, to restore facial fat pads that have descended, as we can see on that picture on the bottom, and to help restore any bony resorption or displacement, and to help with that loss of skin fullness and the hyaluronic acid that we had originally had in our skin when we were younger that starts to fade as we age. I included these two pictures that we see on the slide. I like the one above because it really shows how there is a significant resorption in the maxilla, and the maxilla, which is the upper jaw, is displaced forward. Additionally, around the eyeball area, where the eyeball sits, we see that the bone is actually widened, so that's what gives us that more tired appearance. In the bottom picture, we see an inverted triangle on this young woman on the left side, and that is what we want. We want to maintain that facial shape, but unfortunately, as we age, the triangle becomes upright with the facial fat pads that start to sag downwards. So the goal is to restore that inverted triangle with dermal fillers. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about what types of dermal fillers we have. We have Juvederm with the Allergan company. We have Radiesse with Merz. We have Restylane products with a company called Galderma. And I'm not going to read out every single dermal filler that is available. You can see that there. It's just to show you what all the tools we have on our toolbox. When you come to an appointment and you ask us, I want my cheeks enhanced. Well, these are all the different options that we have. And then it's our job to talk to you about what's right for you. And just a little side note, I wanted to mention that there is a dermal filler coming real soon, specifically for the lips, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm finally allowed to talk about it because it has finally been FDA approved, and it is shown in some magazines, but I won't share the name just yet.